about
and that's
everything.
Yeah, and that's the case right there. I think you and we were at that fork in the road where it said you're either going to think this way and you're going to think this way. And I looked at you and I shook hands and I'm like, see you, buddy.
Yeah, we went the other way. And don't get me wrong, I didn't like it either. I don't agree with the decisions he made, but at the same time, I understand how they got to him, and I don't have a problem with it. I think there's people who will love this movie, who will think it's hysterical.
Well, I think it's bold.
Yeah, they'll think it's bold, and I've read a lot of the reviews from people who've said that. I'm like, yeah, I just, it's just so difficult to watch, and not in that squirmy happiness sort of way, like Todd Solondz films.
Oh, see,
but like
that's what I was thinking it was going to be.
It has a hint of that.
It's a tiny bit, but only a tiny bit. It's not as clever as that, and it's just so goddamn angry and bitter.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
I don't mind that. What's that?
Well, I was going to ask, is it like more bitter than a Lars Van Trier's film?
No, it's different, man. Lars Van Trier is more contemplative about his darkness. This
Lars Van Trier just says like, people are shit and I hate the human race.
Well, Lars Van Trier is always has a character who's pure and innocent, who trusts everyone, and keeps trusting
3 hours.
that life will work out and everything will be fine. And in the end, it doesn't, and they die hard.
And we don't see that's the thing. In the Lars Van Trier's movie, we are upset because, for example, what Dance in the Dark.
Yeah,
that's the character we have sympathy for, and we dread what's going to happen to her. In this film, we don't care. And I mean, a steamroller can run over Robin Williams, and we'd be like, fine, he's out of his misery, and so am I.
The movie comes to at least a philosophical conclusion that as long as you are completely honest, even if it is completely inappropriate, it doesn't matter. Everyone else is a hypocrite anyway, so you might as well do it, and then at least you feel good about yourself.
Now here's where it's just a matter of taste.
I can't argue with that.
I can see where you can go your way and I go mine, and it's respectful because for me, see, people ain't shit and computers ain't shit. Life just fucking sucks, man. Computers stopped. And we just, I don't know what we're missing. I don't know where we ended.
I was like, that was the funniest stuff we've probably ever done in the history of Spill.
And at the same time, we solved the time-space continuum problem that's been popping up. So.
We did.
And the human genome.
And we went 45 minutes in. It was incredible. It was
written the greatest song in the world.
Well, yeah, Barry Manilow did stop by and write a song that'll make the whole world sing, but we lost it.
I don't know why I ended. It was going along anyway. Look, I know I sound like
you're wrong. I'm right. That's all you guys need to know. I'm sure you had already assumed that anyway.
You know what?
So full price. I'm going to go see.
I'm guessing since Corey's reviewing it that it's probably a rental.
See, he already heard me say this, and we didn't give our ratings yet. It was kind of like I was saying what I liked about the movie. And because I sound like I hated the film, and I don't. There's some people in here. I'll just have to name again, and y'all have to hear me say it. The kid that you told me that's the kid from Spy Kids.
The kid from Spy Kids. Yeah, I had to look it up to be sure because I was like, he does look like him, and I looked up. Yeah, sure enough. Yeah, that's that little brat from Spy Kids.
And I know I'm always calling people hobbits, but he does like a little Mexican hobbit, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah,
except with red hair.
Yeah, kind of reddish hair. But you know something? I was telling you, Leon, before we ended, that this kid, man. I mean, I'm amazed that this is a kid from Spy Kids because he's excellent as this little bratty, shitty kid.
Well, after Spy Kids, he did that Jeremy Piven movie about the kid having the
something with the Steins, keeping up with the Steins. And this man, he's great in this role. And I mean, it's not enough that he has to be like a little shitty kid. They make him a toad. He's always moist and sweaty, and it's like, I mean, he's brilliant in this role, man.
Everything about him is gross and unpalatable, and just like, ooh, there's no wonder people at school don't like him either. Like, no one likes him. You're just like, okay, that kid is bad news. I mean, we all had that kid at school.
Oh yeah,
you knew was bad.
Yeah. I don't remember having that kid at school.
We still have that kid.
It's kind of like they say, if there's no one, if there's no one batshit crazy on the bus, you're the batshit crazy one.
That would be you, my friend. Guano, or whatever they call it. But no, this and then they had this guy Henry Simmons, who he's the black guy in the movie who's getting it on with the teacher. That
of course
Robin Williams
that
is in.
Part.
Of course,
the black guy getting it on with a white woman.
You goddamn right. I took notes.
I love that part of the movie.
I guess I was wrong. I guess this isn't a rental then.
No, I'm keeping score this summer. How many black men have got with white women in movies?
That was based on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he stole her from a white man.
See, I didn't hate the movie. I identify with that part. No, there's a lot of side characters in this movie that I like. Like him, and I can't remember the girl who was Robin Williams' girlfriend, but I liked her. And there are a lot of cameos by comedians in this film.
They pop up all through the thing. The guy does SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah. It's a very small role.
And
Tom Kenny.
Tom Kenny's in here.
And I brought up Tom Kenny because he's also has a big role in Shakes the Clown.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's the evil clown in Shakes the Clown.
See,
he also has a big role in this summer's blockbuster, Transformers 2.
As a racist robot, which I told you I would have taken a racist robot over Robin Williams in this movie.
And he also has a part in Windy City Heat, which was the reason I brought that up.
So see, there's a lot of friends that Bobcat Goldthwait is friends with, and he has
Goldthwait. You're not from South Africa. You can pronounce that.
Bobcat. Just call him motherfucker Bobcat. But he's friends with a lot of comedians, and they come into the movie, and the movie's funny. It is funny. It's just the script that I have a problem with.
I might be able to go back and laugh at it the second time. I was just so angry the first time watching it that I could only appreciate it on an intellectual level. I was going, I'm still a little jazzed up with anger at the end, but I'm sitting here trying to decide, did I like it or did I hate
when you
it?
say that makes me think, okay, I need to watch this film, then have a party at my house for people to watch it with me. And while they're sitting there angry, can't figure out how they think about it, I'll sit back and laugh like Robert De Niro with a cigar going, ha, ha, ha.
Well, that might work. Make it a BYOB, and then you'll have a refrigerator full of beer when they all leave.
Yes. You're fucked up, Leon.
That wasn't supposed to be a comedy. Now, I want to kill myself now.
I will give this a rental because it is a personal.
Of course.
It's a personal preference of mine where the script was going. However, I did get some laughs out of the movie, and so that's what kept me from hating it. So yeah, I do give it a rental. I'd give it a strong rental.
I was angry with it, but I can't hate it. I mean, I have issues with it personally because I don't feel the same way about life that Bobcat Goldthwait does. Why hasn't he offed himself yet? I don't know. It's been 20 years since Shakes the Clown.
He did have his fiancée stolen by Jay Moore.
I was going to say, like, his life has been shit.
He used to fuck Nikki Cox, right?
Yeah, she got stolen by Jay Moore and married him.
Jesus.
And yet, is that really as heartbreaking as the fact that, hey, I used to fuck Nikki Cox back when she was young and hot?
You know, I should be the one that's depressed. I've never fucked Nikki Cox, so.
Okay, now I'm getting depressed.
But you never had her stolen by Jay Moore either.
True. Wow, life is good again. That's true. This movie's full price.
Hey, you know what? How can you be upset about, your girlfriend getting stolen by a guy who does a really, really great Christopher Walken impression? I mean,
I think I'd still be upset.
What would you
clearly Bobcat is still upset, and he's gotten more upset. But it's so smart. I can't help but admire it, even when I don't agree with it. It's a low matinee for me.
Really?
You should see it and decide for yourself. But yeah, it's too much of a piece of art for me to give it just a rental.
I thought it was just angry.
Yeah, well, it is angry.
It's like the guy who's sitting around just mad and not talking to anybody, and everybody's kind of like, wow, that guy's so thoughtful. And he's just sitting around like just saying, fuck everybody, fuck everybody.
Don't film angry,
That
Bobcat.
sounds like you.
No, I'm happy. Motherfucker.
I just picture Bobcat drinking a bunch of Red Bull before he starts writing just to get all jazzed up, watch the most angry, fucked up movies he can think of. Go, motherfucking bitch. Looking through his high school yearbook. Yeah, there's that cunt who wouldn't talk to me.
You know what? That's gonna be my memoirs. Fuck you, I'm happy. By Corey Coleman.
They're not kidding when they say that raising a child is the toughest job you'll ever love.